everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to another edition of the Flyersguys Top 10. I'm your host, Timmy Flyersguy. In today's episode, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Philadelphia Flyers games from the 2010-2011 season. I want to tell you a quick little backstory about this. In 2010, the Philadelphia Flyers did the unthinkable, did something that nobody thought the Flyers should do. That year, the Flyers got into the playoffs with a victory over the New York Rangers in a shootout in the last game of the season. Flyers' first opponent was the New Jersey Devils. The Flyers defeated them in 5 games. Their next opponent was the Boston Bruins. The Philadelphia Flyers were down 3-0 in the series, and the Flyers won Games 4, Games 5, and Game 6 to force in Game 7. In Game 7, it was a come-from-behind victory. In that game, Simone Gagne got the game-winning goal in the third period on the power play. Flyers went on to defeat the Boston Bruins. Their next opponent was the Montreal Canadiens. The Flyers beat them in 5 games to become the 2010 Eastern Conference champions. They moved on to the Stanley Cup Finals as they faced off against the Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks won the first 2 games in Chicago, and the Philadelphia Flyers won Game 3 with an overtime game winning goal from Paulie Giroux. Flyers also won Game 4, tying the series up at 2-2. In Game 5, the Blackhawks got the lead back in the series at 3-2, and it was separating 6 in Philadelphia. Unfortunately, history was not on the Flyers' side, and the Chicago Blackhawks got through the 2010 Stanley Cup. During the offseason, a lot of changes happened for the Philadelphia Flyers. Michael Leighton sustained an injury early in the season and was sent down to the Adirondack Phantoms for rehab. The Philadelphia Flyers wanted a young goalie named Sergei Bobrovsky, and Brian Boucher would also be their goalie as well. He was their goalie last season too. The Flyers also added defenseman Andre Mazaros, tough guy Jerry Shelley, and later in the season, Chris Versteeg as well. Not only that, the Flyers also added some new players to the team. It's a new core of Philadelphia Flyers players. In 2010, 2011, I saw some of the best games that season. And in this video, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Philadelphia Flyers games from the 2010-2011 season. Okay, starting off the countdown. At number 10, Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, of October 7th, 2010. This was a big game for the Philadelphia Flyers. They would start their season on the road against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sergei Bobrovsky got the start in this game. And this was the first game that the Pittsburgh Penguins would be playing in the new arena, Consol Energy Center, which is now known as PPG Paints Arena. In this game, the Flyers defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Penguins Arena, the Consol Energy Center. The Philadelphia Flyers would continue to get wins in Pittsburgh, and that's when the whole streak of the Flyers started at Consol Energy Arena, Consol Energy Center. Philadelphia Flyers, after the Pittsburgh Penguins, had an opening ceremony to christen the new arena. The Philadelphia Flyers christened the Penguins Arena for a win that night as the Flyers defeated the Penguins in that game. This was a very exciting game. I had my doubts because I thought maybe the Flyers would lose it. I thought it was going to be tough going into this game. The Flyers were able to get the arena, beat the Penguins in their own new home arena, Consol Energy Center. That was a great way to start the season that year. Hey everybody, it's me. Sorry about that. I went the wrong way. Alright. So at number 10, Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, beat the Penguins to score a 3-2 at number 10. At number 9, the 2010 home opener between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Colorado Avalanche. This game was exciting. There were 2 short-handed goals scored in this game by the Philadelphia Flyers. Rickard and Collier both got the short-handed goals in this game. And the Flyers got the 2 victory in their home opener against Colorado Avalanche. This game was incredible, and it was an epic home opening win for the Philadelphia Flyers. So at number 9, Philadelphia Flyers, Colorado Avalanche, on October 11, 2010. Now, at number 8, Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres, from Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres, Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres. Okay. Buffalo Sabres. I can't find this game. What the hell is it? Okay. What am I going on here? Okay, Philly Flyers. Buffalo Sabres. It's the home game, not the away game. What the hell is it? Buffalo Sabres. Camera show's finding it. I think it was. Try to think here. Alright. Okay, I'm a little lost here. Okay, Flyers. What the hell? Alright, hold on a second. Let's see here. Philadelphia Flyers. Buffalo Sabres. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Philadelphia Flyers. Buffalo Sabres. From October 26, 2010. This was a really good game. The Flyers absolutely dominated the Buffalo Sabres in a 5-2 victory. A happy crowd in Philadelphia experienced an epic 5-2 win over the Buffalo Sabres October 26, 2010. So number 8, Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres on October 26th of 2010. Next game, Philadelphia at number 7. Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders on October 30th, 2010. This game had everything. It had drama. It had passion. It had the Flyers dominating the Islanders. The Flyers defeated the Islanders with a score of 6-1. There were some fisticuffs in this game as well. And Dave Porcello dropped the gloves with Denny Kanapka. And there were a couple more fights in this game as well. This game was a great hockey rivalry, and this game is a true definition of a rivalry. The Flyers absolutely got an epic victory over the New York Islanders on October 30th, 2010. This game was a crazy game. The ending of the game got really crazy as Danny Briere ended up getting suspended in this game as well. So this game was a drama-filled hockey game. But I enjoyed every minute of it, and I really enjoyed it. So, at number 7, Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders, on October 30th, 2010. At number 6, let me see here. At number 6, at number 6, okay. At number 6, Philadelphia Flyers, Carolina Hurricanes, on November 11th, 2010. This game was incredible. Flyers absolutely dominated the Carolina Hurricanes with an 8-1 score. Flyers scored 8 goals, and Carolina only scored 1 goal. The Flyers absolutely went out there and took care of business. So at number 6, Philadelphia Flyers, Carolina Hurricanes, on November 11th, 2010. Next game, Philadelphia Flyers, New Jersey Devils. And now we're getting into my top 5 picks. And at number 5, Philadelphia Flyers, New Jersey Devils, from December 4th, 2010. This game was awesome. Flyers played some damn good hockey. And this was the first game where I met a really good friend of mine. And that good friend of mine was my friend Nicole. During the intermission, me and her met up, and we took a picture together. And that was the first time that we had met. Prior to that, we were talking on MySpace. And finally, we got to meet in person. We were planning on meeting in person several times, but I was having issues with my electric wheelchair. So we decided sometime in December we would meet up at this, and we met up at this game on December 4th, 2010. Not only did I meet a really cool Flyers fan, I also saw a really good 5-2 Philadelphia Flyers victory. So number 5, Philadelphia Flyers, New Jersey Devils, from December 4th, 2010. At number 4, Philadelphia Flyers, Ottawa Senators, from January 20th, 2011. This game, the Flyers absolutely dominated the Ottawa Senators 6-2. Not only that, there was several fights in this game. Scott Hartnell dropped the gloves with Nick Foligno. Jeff Carter dropped the gloves with Jesse Winchester. And Jody Shelley dropped the gloves with Brian McGrattan. This game kind of felt like the meeting the Flyers had back in 2004 when the Flyers and the Ottawa Senators had an all-out brawl. This game felt like part 2 of the Philadelphia Flyers Ottawa Senators rivalry. I remember watching this game and I was just almost getting over being sick that month. And this game was absolutely incredible. I enjoyed every minute of this game. This game was awesome. It had goal scoring and it had a lot of fights. It was a fight night in Philly on January 20th, 2011. So at number 4, Philadelphia Flyers, Ottawa Senators, from January 20th, 2011. At number 3, Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders, from April 9th, 2011. This game had big implications for the Philadelphia Flyers. In this game, there were times when the Flyers were up and times when the Islanders were trying to come back. But it was the Flyers that prevailed with a 7-4 victory over the New York Islanders. This was a big night for the Philadelphia Flyers as they would become the 2011 Atlantic Division champions. An epic celebration at the end of the game occurred, and the Flyers were celebrating capturing the 2011 Atlantic Division championship. So at number 2, Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders, from April 9th, 2011. And now we get into our number 1 pick, which is made up of several picks. And the number 1, game 1 of the Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres. Game 1 of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. That game was incredible. A lot of goal scoring, a lot of fights, a lot of animosity between the two teams. I remember going to Game 2 with my dad and watching the Flyers go toe-to-toe with the Buffalo Sabres. This game was set up to be an epic playoff rivalry. The Flyers defeated the New York Buffalo's pretender game by a score of 5-4. They lost Game 2, but they tied the series up. They lost Game 1, and they tied the series up in Game 2. The Flyers defeated the Buffalo Sabres with a 5-4 victory. And then, the next game, Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres. Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres. Game 6 of the 2011 Eastern Conference quarterfinals. It was a back-and-forth game. The Flyers were being outscored. And in that game, the Flyers changed your goalies. Change your goalies not once, but twice in that game. The Flyers were able to tie it up in the third, and then the game went into overtime as Billy Lado got the overtime game-winning goal as the Flyers would force a Game 7 back in Philadelphia. And that is my next pick here on pick number 1 is Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres. Game 7 of the 2011 Eastern Conference quarterfinals. In that game, the Philadelphia Flyers finished off the Buffalo Sabres 6-2, advancing. And just like that, ends another countdown here on the Flyersguys Top 10. Before I go, I want to talk about what happened after the Philadelphia Flyers eliminated Buffalo Sabres in the first round of the 2011 Stanley Cup playoffs. After defeating the Buffalo Sabres, the Philadelphia Flyers will face off against the Boston Bruins in the 2011 Eastern Conference semifinals. The Flyers were looking to repeat history. The Boston Bruins were looking for some payback. Unfortunately, the Flyers could not do what they did last season against the Boston Bruins. And unfortunately, the Philadelphia Flyers will be eliminated from the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals. 2011 Eastern Conference semifinals. The Flyers had a lot to do in the off-season, and I'll be talking about that In my next episode, here on the Flyersguys Top 10 Reports. In my next episode, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite Philadelphia Flyers games from the 2011-2012 season. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time here on Flyersguys Top 10.